What's up, guys? Clash with Coop here. So I'm hanging out in a small clan. Uh, my little brother is actually in this clan, so I thought I would hang out for a war before getting back to school. Um, so this is our most recent. You can see we got a perfect war. I came with my Town Online account, Slim Shady, and so if you are interested in war, this is actually, I would say, a decent clan. It kind of depends on the war and if they can get everyone to attack. But I mean, at these, so I had a pretty good streak here. At these levels, a lot of it is just getting people to attack. You'll see if I look at it, we have very high activity among the top couple of accounts, and the bros is actually a mini of mine, and then very, very little activity among the lower people. So not very good overall in terms of activity levels, but you can see some decent attackers, a ton of fresh hit triples, granted only 3 Town Hall 9s in the war, and then a couple of Town Hall 8s. Not the best bases, but got the job done. So I'm going to show you some of those attacks. I'll show you definitely the top 3. So this is my alt account, Slim Shady. Looks like I think just Archer Towers, not maxed in terms of defenses. And then I'm pretty sure he has max Teslas as well. So I'll speed up this portion. I'm going to queen walk this side, can get good amount of value out of this queen walk because this air defense is exposed enough that my queen can target it. Gonna rage my queen up as those point defenses start to take her down, and so the CC can be handled easily by my queen. So if you see Valks coming out, you really should poison a little closer to your queen. Even though you want to slow them down getting there, it's more important that they don't get off hits like this against your queen. And she's going to be ultimately fine, but especially important if you have a lower level queen. So got a nice funnel up here. And once I saw this funnel, I kind of just threw my king in. Didn't really think about or plan too much the attack out, so but I meant to definitely wait longer so that my king, while he was still up, would be tanking for hog deployment. But I was a little worried about time. I forget what time it was at this point, but it had been a while. The queen walk was not a quick one. There are a couple storages in there, so start the hogs in, 3-finger deployment, get a little bit surgical on this side, just so they're not walking too far out of their way. And they're going to come back in to heal again while they're under the Expo, Tesla Farm, and King. Surgical deployment on the bottom, just get that Archer Tower down, and then the mortar. And I should have honestly saved 1 or 2 hogs for this sweeper and put it in a lot earlier so that the hogs weren't backtracking here. And they would have been in the heal for longer with the king and the skellies on them. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. They soak that giant bomb up and then get a glancing blow just because there were quite a lot of them. Glancing blow from that giant bomb. But they're going to be fine. There are tons of hogs left. Handle the king easily, and it's just going to be cleanup from here on out. Queen's still up, full health. So yeah, it went well. The next attack, if you've watched a good amount of my videos, you probably know I'm not a huge Laloon guy, but I figured with 2 easily walkable air defenses and then one that looked like my king might be able to nab along with the queen, I thought I might try it, but you're going to see it almost cost me because I bring a golem with my king. I probably should have either just used maybe 1 giant and my king, or just my king after setting up this funnel here, and then had him kill it and brought 3 hounds, or brought 3 hounds and honestly just left this queen by herself up, not even taking her out because she's so low level. So this poison was a little bit better. So you see, with this poison, I probably could have even gone a little more, but end up having to rage. If I had been a little bit better on the poison, I probably could have avoided using the rage. Or I could have just used the Queen's ability because I don't think I use it pretty much this entire raid. Try to get a little more funnel on that, but I'm not going to go down with that Archer Tower, so throw 2 more minions in. And Queen's still working around up top. She's going to get that air defense down in not too long. So this Golem is coming under a lot of fire. King is going to take down that Queen. The only problem is that he is right next to 2 big storages, so he's not actually going to be able to pull that air defense down. And I only have 2 hounds up for 2 air defenses. If I'd planned this out better, I probably would have done something a little differently than that, but ultimately is going to be alright. So I send in 2 loons with a haste spell to take out that wizard tower and kind of funnel my loons in. This initial drop should have been way heavier, maybe 6 loons to get through and take some of the Teslas out. And then, I mean, Tesla farms can just fry you, so I definitely have some issues. My hound is going to come under a lot of fire here and actually pops like well before that air defense goes down. So luckily my loon drop on the initial side was heavy enough, just barely, and the timing on those loons was good. That backside for the wizard tower also helped a lot because wizard towers can just decimate your main loon pack if you don't have something taking them on the backside. Ultimately gonna finish out pretty strong though, so not as clean as I would have liked it, especially against a kind of a bad base, but you know, La Lune is not necessarily my forte, so kind of makes sense. So now we have okay, so this space, these bases I think are often kind of intimidating to people. I mean, you have something, especially for someone who maybe is not as used to going for 3 stars and more likes to go for 2 stars. This base is very hard to get a 2-star on. Because it's hard to funnel in. If you don't know how to funnel well, you're going probably to be doing 3-star attacks anyways. But if you don't know how to funnel well, you're not a super high level player, then you're not going to know how to funnel your army and get into that town hall because it is quite a ways to funnel in. So can be kind of an intimidating 2-star look, but in terms of a 3-star, it is very easy. So heavy on the initial hog deployment, and probably could have been a little less heavy with it, but it served a couple purposes. So look at that, half of the defenses on this base are pretty much taken out now. CC was pulled almost, I think the whole CC was pulled, but some went the other way, so they're going to be coming back. So drop that initial rage on the kill squad. It actually turned out to be a Tesla farm here, which was perfect because I'm going to get all those down. And then really nicely, my king and all the wizards are going to start cleaning up this whole backside. And they're going to walk all the way around without any trouble. Yeah, so just 1 or 2 loons here to take out these cannons, which works really nicely for a value trade in terms of, just 1 or 2 loons takes out all those, and then pretty much just spam the hogs in. Could have honestly not healed any of these. The heals were a bit unnecessary because you can see like they weren't taking any damage. And then they're going to tear through these expos. I mean, pretty much 1 swing and it's done. So Town Hall goes down quick. 1 hog for cleanup and another wizard, so this base is decimated. So an initially intimidating, perhaps, 2-star-able base, but Very easy to 3-star if you just funnel right and look at the base well. So this one we have a Tunnel 8, a couple little giant bomb spots, but not too much overall, and kind of a standard Tunnel 8 CC here. You've got the Dragon Wizard Archer combo, so going to handle that pretty easily. I mean, poison, couple barbs, couple wizards, and not too tough if you know what you're doing. So he gets, and with the poison especially, the troops' DPS is limited, so they don't attack as quick, and very easy to handle pretty much any CC, but especially that Dragon Wizard combo. Much easier with one poison on them. So just going to do kind of an Asian wall, and then has 4 heals because Chuck E. Cheese here recently upgraded to Town Hall 9, but not going to use all 4 of them. Doesn't need to. Could have been a little bit better if he had surgically deployed these hogs, but gonna have no issue with the rest of this base. He's got a good amount of hogs left, and he has some max hogs from his CC coming in, so they're gonna take that out. Has, I don't know, 15 hogs up. Pretty good health on those. And he didn't even use his heroes or his last spell, so I mean, very authentic Town Hall 8 raid. Yeah, good job by Chuck E. Cheese. Just going to handle that enemy king. Hogs do that pretty easily, and that's a 3-star. So nice job on that base. And then we have Peter going in on number 5. So this base, super compact. I don't think, not a single giant bomb space inside like the walls of this base. So inside the kind of inside core of the base, there's not a single giant bomb spot. So hardest thing he has to do is either take out the CC or make sure his heals are decent enough not to screw his raid up. So easy Barb's Wiz on the CC with the poison spell. And honestly, if you're only bringing one poison spell, it looks like he didn't bother to get one from his CC. If you're only bringing one poison spell, I would probably just save it for skeleton traps, because it's not hard to handle that drag CC if you know what you're doing with barbs and wizards. And then for skeleton traps and the king, you see right here, these skeleton traps are not going to cause him too much issue because of how many hogs he has, but it would be nice if he had a poison on that king and skeleton traps. More so at Tunnel 9, obviously, because you could have a level 30 king on you and 6 skeletons as opposed to 4, I think, or 8. I forget exactly the number, but so good job. Didn't even use a CC on that one. So Chuck E. Cheese coming again, and we won't even watch this one. Let's see. We'll watch one of these ones from Charlie 2.0. He's going to lure that CC out. He's going to bring it over to the corner. And then he's going to use some minions and barbs to handle this one. Didn't bring quite as many kill squad troops as I would think would be comfortable doing, but he's going to just barely, I think, get it down. Just barely gets... Oh. Never mind. So he's going to have to obviously kill that with a dragon. So he gets a dragon in there. He's going to put his king in, which is going to handle that air defense right there. Those initial drags are pretty much just for funneling purposes. And then after that, it'll be a 2 air defense base. So more typical Town Hall 7. So, okay, gets CC Hogs in, and that's obviously going to be an easy 3-star now. Straight into that other air defense. Obviously, if you're designing a base, you cannot let it be one defense and then straight into your air defense without any spring traps. So now he's pretty much got, looks like 5 drags and some loons in the CC for 1 air defense base. So actually comes a bit close here. Has another rage, so he gets those drags in, and not very high defenses. Doesn't even look like he has 1 Tesla there, but somewhat underleveled. But just goes to show you, even with a decent plan and low base, you can still have some stuff go wrong. So this one is a level 6. We do not need to watch that. This is on my mini account. Pretty much any time I hit with this account, I ask for max hogs in the CC, train up like 10 hogs, and then train up 8 to 12 loons, and you can take out any, and the rest just basically troops to handle the CC. So for the CC, I take out, you can see he has a Wiz, archers, and a Valkyrie. So I wanted to take out that Wiz, and then I brought 1 minion along. So I take out the archers and the Wiz, and then now I have 1 minion, and that minion would have killed it by itself, but I didn't really want to wait that long because I had better things to do than a Town Hall 7 hit and war. So, or Town Hall 6, maybe, I forget. Anyways, get the max hogs in, and then you can pretty much just throw the rest of your troops in. Just throw in the loons, throw in some hogs, clean up troops all around. You can 3-star probably even a decently designed, because you can't have that decent of a design at Town Hall 6. But you can 3-star these bases with pretty much always no spells. So, didn't decide to swag any on him. That would have been in poor taste. This one as well. Not a... So, and then we can watch. This one was our number 2 hitting their number 14 and bring some minions in a CC to take that out, and 2 loons, and that's the ball game. Yep, so that was, I'm sure, fun. And last but not least, we have a really well done attack. Jai Wee looks like, so he's going to take that CC out. Couple wizards on that Valkyrie, takes it out real quick before she can do much damage, and then already thrown in his giants. He's gonna, look at that wizard deployment line. He's got a good spammed line of wizards. Taking that carrot out in that army camp. Screw your carrot. His giants are not going to be stopped. They're getting low in health, so he's going to heal them back up. Good timing on that heal spell. And a good job making sure he has wizards kind of on all sides, working around through the middle. Every which way, this base is getting destroyed. No chance he stands up to Ace Mace's assault here. Just really expertly deployed. Anyways, all in good fun. So this war is going decently well. We have 3 their top. Unfortunately, 94% on their number 2. Had an Inferno Tower. Should have still gotten the triple, but unfortunately, Air Skellies and other things prevailed. So, Thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. Clash on, guys.